And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB ready to go. And now it's going to be Lenin Sosa. Fastball in for a strike. And this one is off and running. Pitch is in the dirt. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a 1-2 again. Fights it off. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Gets it to first. So they get the out after a long battle at the plate. And it's fouled away. Ferris, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Well, he's got power and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So to his advantage, he can expand the zone.
2 down, base is empty. So now it's the White Sox DH, Luis Robert Jr. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits?
I think you just kind of have to lean out over the plate and, take your base. But
a swing and a miss. That retires. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Taylor makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1. And now batting, Mike Trout.
The center fielder, Mike Trout.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good.
There's a swing and a drive. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Line drive and a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. So up next, Luis Gonzalez.
Luis Gonzalez.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. 1 runs in. Tauchman whips it in quickly. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
Back-to-back base hits. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So 2 down. Now the third baseman, Mike Lowell. Fouled off down the right side.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Headed down the line. And that will drop foul.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
In time to Vaughn. They limit the damage. New inning getting started. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Andrew Vaughn. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
Out to short. Witt. Zips it across. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Here's Mike Tauchman. In the air out to center. He's got it. 2 away. Austin Slater stands in.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Way out front for strike two. 2 outs, base is empty. Outside low. And the count is even, 2-2. Ground ball up the middle. Roberts. Over to first. They don't come much closer than that. And welcome back to the ballpark. The batter now, Dalton Rushing. And the first pitch misses for ball one. He caught it behind his back. Nicely done for the out. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr.
Off-speed pitch, and it looked like he just continued his momentum towards home plate after releasing that. Perfect position to make a play and help himself out.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Lee hauls it in, 2 away. Christian Moore digs in now. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
That's the ball.
Kurtz stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Foul ball there. Left-hand hitter waits. Foul ball. And they'll do it again. Moore off of first with 2 away. Right side. Dives and he can't hang on. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play. First and second, 2 outs. Now Trout gets a chance to hit. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And there's a foul ball. Two outs. And a base hit. Runner holds at third, respecting the big arm at center field. So digging in, Adam Dunn. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
He starts him with the fastball, and that's a pitch that's right in his wheelhouse. You need to be careful against him with that one.
Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Got him swinging. Huge strikeout there. And we're back onto the third inning. Here's the third baseman, Josh Rojas. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. And a good eye there.
1-2.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Corey Lee. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Lee in the 8th spot in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2019. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Colson Montgomery. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. And a foul ball. That's too low.
that's
Now
down.
1 and
Ball.
2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back here in Baltimore. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Brian Roberts. Iriarte back to work. That one the other way. Montgomery throws to first in time. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Luis Gonzalez getting ready to hit. Doubled his first time up. That one pushed foul. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 away. Now the third baseman, Mike Lowell, grounded out his first time up. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third. Start of the fourth, and here is Sosa to the plate. Just missed.
Ball. 1-0. No, that's out.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
That clips the corner. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Michael A. Taylor, the next to hit. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
Fastball for a strike. The White Sox yet to pick up a hit here. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Luis Robert now. He was a strikeout victim his first time. In there for strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2.
Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts. Ready to go, bottom 4. And here is Dalton rushing. To the right side. Vaughn takes it to the bag, and 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. So up next, Bobby Witt Jr. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Stepping in, Christian Moore.
0-1.
The 0-1. Swing and a foul out of play.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
And a swing and a miss. 2 away now. Back to the top of the lineup, and now the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Taylor going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Andrew Vaughn. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
Just missed.
You know, these White Sox,
1 ball, 1
they're not
strike.
going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
And now the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. Swings through that one for strike 1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at-bats and get some base runners on.
0-2.
Ball 1 there.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Dunn makes the grab. 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Austin Slater.
Up next for the White Sox, the left fielder, Austin.
Check swing, called strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
And down on strikes. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. And now, Mike Trout. And that one is lifted in the air. And in one hops the wall. Around first, heading for 2. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today. Now the left fielder, Adam Dunn.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swings and misses. 0-1.
I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. So far, 6 hits on the first pitch alone.
Line drive, base hit. Here comes Trout flying around third. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Takes it in for the out.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his skills catching the line drive, but most importantly, he kept the runner out of scoring position. Things would look a little different if he didn't make that play.
Look out!
Take your base.
And it hit him. Next to hit, Mike Lowell. 0 for 2 in this one. Ground ball could be 2. Montgomery tossed to second. Double play. What a twin. All set for the top of the 6th. Here's Josh Rojas. And a strike on the outside edge.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
That one 95 to finish him off. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Corey Lee. Swings through that.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Swings and misses. And that's strike 2.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And now Colson Montgomery. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
Just off the outside part of the plate. On the ground, right side, Roberts. Handles, throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Owen White.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
White, 25 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2018. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
0-2.
I'll tell you what. He's embarrassed right now. Never swings at that kind of pitch, especially that early in the count.
Now it's the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. 1 for 2. Lined into right. Gets down, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Now here is Christian Moore.
Christian Moore.
And that is out of play.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Runner. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. There's a ball. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. Up the middle. And that's a base hit. Here comes Witt around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 3.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And that one hammered. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Automatic double?
It's automatic double. It's not a ground rule double. Here's Trout. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play. It's 5-0.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Pretty good spot. Hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body.
0-1.
The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Strike 2.
Sometimes being lucky is a
No
swing
balls,
and
2
miss.
strikes.
If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Just
Ball.
missing there. And that is ball
1-2.
1. Rolled to short. Possible 2 ball. Montgomery to second, but safe at first. It's a fielder's choice. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Brian Roberts. 1 for 3. Rips that one center field. Taylor right there to make the grab. Back now at Oriole Park. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Lenny Sosa.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2 the count.
Inside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good eye in that spot.
Count is full.
Gets a piece and stays alive. In danger of losing the perfect game here. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That's ball 4. And that puts an end to the perfect game. And first offering is fouled off.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out. So here's Robert now. In there, and it's 0-1.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of...
In there, base hit. And the bid for history is gone. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Well, there goes the dream of the no-hitter.
Now pitching. Joe
Andrew Vaughn now.
Kelly.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that one is inside. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. That missed by a lot. The count now 2-2. Hit in the air, left field. Dunn makes the play. Runner tagging from third. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. And we're back. Bottom of the 7th. Now it's the right fielder, Luis Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
And that one popped to short. Montgomery moving under this one. 1 away. So digging in, Mike Lowell. 0 for 3 in this one. Ripped on a line. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down. Dalton Rushing will hit next. On the ground to third. And that's a fair ball.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just found a way to slot that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
2 outs. Sosa tosses to first. 3rd out, and that ends. We're at the top of the 8th, and now the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. Ripped towards 3rd. Whips it to 1st. 1 up, 1 down. Slater, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Next pitch inside, and the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
1-2 the count.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Josh Rojas digs in now. Fastball for a strike. Next pitch misses outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Now he breaks his bat, picks it up with the bare hand, fires to first, and that's a great play for the out. Back here in Baltimore, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the DH, Christian Moore. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That one gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
That's a ball.
Kurtz,
Outside.
the next to hit. It takes ball 1. In the air, left field. Slater gets under it. Corrals it. And there's 1 down. Here's Mike Trout.
Now let's go with like the city,
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Big time
No
jam
balls,
right
1
there.
strike.
I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Grounder might be 2. Glove flip for 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Corey Lee. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Right through there, got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And a foul ball. Tap foul at the plate. 1 out, base is empty. Got him swinging for the strikeout. White Sox down to their final out. Lenny and Sosa getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss, blew it by him at 99. Next pitch is downstairs.
2.
Kelly is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
I gave you hard work and labor. I gave you your flavor. You bohemian haters. This fakers, you gave me crumbs, I gave you kickers. The movers and fakers get around against the papers. While I'm jumping like the Lakers. I want land with acres. You them because your papers. I'm from back in the day where the was wearing papers. And they call you a moolie, treat you like a racist. Militant, yeah, I'm back in the booth. I hit you from the roof, yeah. It's the truth, but press you on you when you stoop. With body shots till your body drop. I ain't got the hammer.